See what's making headlines around the world in the international press. Florence Vimino is here. We're going to have a look, first of all, at the spat between Germany and Turkey. Yesterday, of course, the German parliament approved overwhelmingly a motion recognizing the Armenian genocide.
That's right. Huge story in the press today. Let's start with the front page of the Wall Street Journal. You can see a photo taken inside the German parliament, and you can see members of the Armenian community holding up thank you signs. Now, that vote that labeled the Armenian those killings, a genocide, has certainly angered Turkey, as you can imagine. Within hours, Ankara recalled its ambassador to Germany. You can read more about that in the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung, a German paper which focuses on the anti-Germany demonstrations that actually took place. You can see these protests taking place, protesters labeling Germans fascists. Now, Hurriyet Daily News, the leading Turkish paper, is focusing on the official Turkish response. Turkey rejecting, of course, this Armenian bill, deeming it null and void, a historic mistake that could leave lasting scars on relations between Turkey and Germany.
Now, staying with Hurriyet, it takes a closer look at the reasons behind the vote, Florence.
That's right. Hurriyet asked the million-dollar question, why now? Because Hurriyet says, up until now, it seems like Germany actually didn't really care about the Armenian genocide. Last year, when it was the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide, neither Angela Merkel nor the Bundestag did anything to mark that anniversary. So why is there this sudden awakening? Could this be linked to an overall negative view that we're starting to see emerge in Europe with respect to Turkey? That's what Hurriyet Daily News wants to know. It says that, there are a lot of tensions, particularly about Turkey's foreign policy, and also these comments that the president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, has been making that seem quite controversial here in Europe. Now, another paper, Aray Al-Youm, that's a pan-Arab paper based in London, agrees with this analysis and says there's a lot of tension between Turkey and the EU, particularly about the migrant crisis. And this bill is a way of getting revenge to weaken President Erdogan. It's a warning for Turkey that says that other European countries could follow Germany's lead here and punish Ankara. And this could actually be the first step towards something perhaps even further, maybe even an economic embargo. But this is a warning for Europe as well, that it's essentially throwing oil on the fire.
Now, we're going to move on to another story that really has captured the imagination of the whole world. This 7-year-old boy, punished by his parents by being dropped off in the woods, lost for a week, has now been found safe and sound.
That's right. First of all, it's a huge story in Japan, of course. Let's take a look at the Japan Times that has all the details. This is 7-year-old Yamato Tanuka, found alive and just hungry after spending just under a week in the forest there. He'd been missing in these remote woods since Saturday, as you said, after being left alone to be punished. Now, the story has really divided public opinion in Japan. There's a good article in Sankei which sums up the situation. You had celebrities and experts weighing in on the issue. Some people saying this is abuse, other people saying, this is actually a criminal offense. Some people being a little bit more sympathetic towards the parents, saying this is a valid form of discipline, in fact. Of course, it's been a huge trending topic on Twitter, and you can check out a page I pulled out here showing some of the tweets we've been seeing. Most people actually these days just expressing relief that the boy was found after 6 days in the woods with just water. And in fact, a lot of people say that they were really impressed with his survival skills.
Extraordinary that he should have made it. And of course, it's made the headlines around the world as a result.
That's right. And it's really amazing just how much international attention this particular story has gotten. Perhaps it's because there's papers see some sort of a cultural difference here. There's a very interesting piece in CBS, actually, which focuses on this cultural difference. It says that, Japan has a reputation that it spoils, parents spoil their children, but the culture is not as progressive in promoting the individual human rights of children that are common in the West, where children are almost viewed as property belonging to families. And this article points out that abandonment and child abuse are far more common in Japan than the stereotype that we have.
Thanks very much, Florence Vimino. Look there at the international press this morning.